Hey guys! So this is the final episode of this 10 mini-series sort of playlist, and I thought it was important to cover in this final episode basically how you can find out if you actually have the criteria to enter the profession. And what I mean by that is, do you have the criteria right now to study? So for instance, with the AAT you have to have maths GCSE up to C and above in order to study that. So do you have that criteria met? If you want to study accounting at university, do you currently hit the criteria, or is there something else that you need to do before you can get onto that course? And in terms of job applications, do you hit the criteria there? So if you're currently wondering if you do and you're really not sure, what you can always do is go to that particular qualifications website. So if it's AAT, for example, you can go on their website and they have a skill checker. So you can go on there and it'll ask you, what qualifications do you have currently and what level they suggest you start at, or if you currently don't hit that criteria in order to undertake that course. So you can do that again on the ATT and the ICB as well. If you're somebody who wants to go to university to study accounting, then I would recommend you go onto that individual university's website to check, because although they might teach the same course as another university, they may have different criteria for you to go ahead and study that particular course with them. So it's definitely worth checking on the individual university's website. And if you're somebody who is studying from abroad, so say if you come to the UK to study, then again check with that individual university if you can do that, and if they do take on students from other countries first before you start thinking about applying, and just make sure that you again hit that criteria. Now, if you're somebody who is looking for a job in accounting and finance, and again you're not sure if you hit the criteria required, then what I suggest you do is go to Read, Indeed, or another one of these search engines for jobs, so Monster for instance, and have a look at entry-level roles, and also have a look at roles with the job titles such as accounts assistant, trainee business advisor, trainee accountant, junior accountant, management assistant, assistant to management, things like that. So anything with like assistant in the job title usually is a entry-level role, or if it's say a management assistant role, then that might be for somebody who has worked in a previous career and is looking to study or work in accounting and finance. So I would go ahead and have a look at salary. So again, if you are somebody who's worked in a different career before today, I would have a look at the criteria that they list at the bottom. So they'll ask you to have certain qualifications already, such as university degree or A-levels for instance. So you can always check at the very bottom of that job application what criteria they're asking for. Now, even though a job says that they require, let's just say, 2 to 3 years experience in accounting and finance, and you don't have that because you've worked in a different industry before today, it doesn't mean that they're going to write you off as an applicant. So what I would say in those circumstances is I would apply anyway. Try and get in touch with the individual who has hosted the job and ask them if they're willing to look at you as an individual who doesn't have that one criteria, but that you're willing to learn and you are changing your career field, and see exactly what they say. Because you'll be surprised how many job roles are actually written out by these companies as the ideal candidate, and the ideal candidate in a lot of circumstances doesn't even exist. So even myself, after working in this field for donkey's years, I can look at some job applications and think, I can't believe you're asking all of this for somebody who you're only paying £35,000 for, or £40,000. That's ridiculous, and that's more of a 50-60k salary. And if you want somebody who hits every single one of those criteria, then you're going to have to pay more for that. So with any job that you're applying for in accounting and finance, do not be put off by the criteria that they list there. Just go ahead and apply, because I can tell you, all of the jobs that I've applied for previously in the past, I haven't hit all the criteria. I think I might have hit all the criteria once, and that was on the entry, my first ever job in accounting and finance. So don't be put off. Just go ahead and apply and speak to whoever has put the job online if need be. But I'm going to end it there. So I hope that you've enjoyed this 10 mini-series. I hope it's given you some useful information. If it did, feel free to put comments in the comment section below. And if you've got questions, put them there too, because I do try and answer every single question on the channel as soon as I can. So if you did find it useful, then please do give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing as always. And if you've got further questions, put them in the comment section, because I do answer every single question on the YouTube channel. So I will get to your question instead than you think. So if you do have those questions, put them there. But otherwise, I'll catch you at the next video.